So it's finally come down to this particular day. January 18th, which is tomorrow, is going to be a big day for the India women's hockey team. Because remember, qualification for Paris 2024 Olympics is at stake here. India made their way to the semi-finals after recovering from that 0-1 loss that they had against the USA in the very first game. Now they have won against New Zealand and they thrashed Italy 5-1. So that is why the way how they have entered into the semi-finals gives you a lot of hope. Now the real examination for the India women's hockey team begins tomorrow, because they take on Germany, the highest ranked team in the FIH women's rankings when it comes to hockey and the highest ranked team in this pool. Germany are just one place above India, but psychologically if you look at it, the record that India has had against Germany, it's not good, especially when you look at the women's section of it. Consider this, even before the start of the FIH hockey qualifiers, there was trouble for the India women's team even against Germany, because looking at how it is, the women's team have entered the final, the semi-final rather, but they would have rather hoped that they not face Germany at that stage, because Germany thrashed the Czech Republic and they topped the group. But USA defeated New Zealand, and that is why India had to settle for the second spot. USA have won all three of their games, and this is how the semi-final lineup is. USA will take on Japan, Germany will take on India. Now, if India beats Germany, it will not only be huge, they will seal their ticket to Paris. The India women's hockey team, if they beat Germany in the semi-final tomorrow, their ticket to Paris 2024 is confirmed. But if they lose, they have to win the third place playoff to get bronze. If they get the bronze, they are through to Paris. The simple qualification criteria for the women's qualifiers is the finalists make it to Paris. The winner of the third place playoff will go to Paris as well. So if India beats Germany, they have sealed their spot in the playoff. So India is only one or potentially two steps away from sealing their berth in Paris. But there is a problem in this particular encounter as well. We saw India bounce back after their incipient showing against the USA. They did well against New Zealand. The first quarter in particular, Salima Tete was in fantastic form. Sangeeta Kumari was also in brilliant form. Savita Punia has been very good as the defensive unit. But it is against Germany where they will be tested, because head to head, if you have to look at in the last 10 years, 9 years if you have to look at it, Germany hold a 5-2 head-to-head advantage against them, because last two games was a draw, and that was in the FIH Pro League in the 2021-2022 section. But Germany beat India. If you look at the last two encounters prior to this, Germany beat India 2-0 in the Tokyo Olympics of 2021. In the warm-up encounter, they beat India 2-0. They had earlier beaten, India had beaten the Czech Republic, but they had lost to Germany in the warm-up game. So that is why Germany are ranked 5, India are ranked 6th in the latest women's rankings. So this is the acid test for the India women's team. They have to beat Germany in order to get into the finals and qualify for Paris. India, if you have to look at it, for the last 9 years, they have not beaten Germany in a hockey event. The last time they won it, it was in a test match, that was in 2015. But apart from that, the FIH draws, the FIH Pro League draws should put them in a good confidence heading into this contest. But 1-1 in both the encounters, plus they lost Tokyo, plus they have lost here in the warm-up games, does not give you a good picture of the confidence that the Indian hockey team is heading into. So 2-0 in the Tokyo Olympics, higher rank, also in the warm-ups they lost, and 9 years of not having won against Germany, plus a very superior head-to-head record if you have to look at it. So this is the current situation that the India women's hockey team is facing. The qualification, yet again I will tell you, if India beats Germany, they are through to the Paris Olympics. But if they lose, then the loser of the USA-Japan encounter also ensures that they will face off and the third place is sealed. So in that sense, January 18th is a big day for the Indian women's hockey team, because if they win, it will be monumental because they have beaten a higher ranked team like Germany, but they will also secure the berth to Paris. But if they don't win on 18th, then tension will build up on the 19th because they will face the winner of the USA versus Japan encounter. Now, Japan, if you have to look at it, India have had a good record against them. They beat them in the Women's Asian Champions Trophy as well. But if they meet the USA, remember in 2019, a similar thing was played out. In the two-legged playoff qualifications, India scraped through 6-5 by beating the USA. And that was because of a last-ditch effort by Rani Rampal. But apart from that, it's a big situation if India lose against Germany. If they beat Germany, ticket to Paris is confirmed. Let's hope that the women's team do well. Tomorrow I will give you a build-up of what the last 5 encounters have been between Germany and India, and then we'll dive straight into the match which happens tomorrow. Huge day for India women's hockey coming up soon. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.